Hi everyone, my name is Gaby and welcome to Core 30. Today, all we're gonna need for our workout is a bottle of water, a mat, and a great attitude. So let's get straight into our warm-up. We're gonna first just start off with rolling our neck out, trying to get any possible strain that there could be in our neck. You get a lot of strain in our neck from looking on our phones, on our computers while we do our work, or just whatever we're doing throughout the day. It puts a lot of strain in our necks. So let's take this time here right at the beginning of our workout to roll it out. Go in whatever direction you feel is most comfortable for you, but make sure you're really listening to your body. During this entire workout, I want you to make sure you're listening to your body and doing what your body's telling you. But of course, keep pushing yourself. You want to go as far as you possibly can while preventing injury. We got about 15 more seconds here, so really put that effort into rolling out any possible strain we have left in our neck, going in the opposite direction if you haven't yet, and keep rolling it out in 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out now. We're gonna start doing some small arm circles forward, really starting to get our shoulders warmed up here for those planks or crunches that we might be doing later on in our workout. Small circles forward. Getting ready, getting our shoulders and our upper body into the mix here. We can start stepping it from side to side if you'd like. Start getting that heart rate up. And let's start going into larger circles forward. Really starting to get that shoulder movement, that rotation in our upper body here. Stepping it out if you want to add the legs into the mix here. And now pumping the brakes and start doing the same thing with backward circles. Now small backward circles, and you slowly increase them to larger, really making sure those shoulders are warmed up. They're feeling a little bit of a burn now. Staying here for about 5 more seconds, and in 3, 2, and 1, shake it out. We're gonna go into a marching twist now, so having our heads right near our head, and we're gonna march and twist, getting our elbows to our knees. That's the goal. Of course, you don't have to actually make it touch. I just want you to focus on your core here, that twisting motion. So, making that elbow to knee rotation is a good goal. Here, I want you to notice that my hands are not around my head. They're just right next to it. Instead of having my hands here around my head pushing down on my neck and causing extra strain that we just got rid of, I want you to just have your hands here near your head and have that goal of elbow to knee. Really engaging the core here and twisting as we do our twisting march, our marching twist. We got 10 more seconds here, so keep at it. I know the upper body's starting to get a little, feeling the burn right on the top, but keep going in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down, shaking it out. Next, we're going into a standing side crunch right here for our obliques. So I want you to reach up with one hand, grab down, and pull it down. Again, the goal is elbow to knee. There's 2 methods of doing this move. Either the reaching and pulling method, which is what I'm showing right now, or hands near your head and still doing the elbow to knee, just as we did in the last one. It's up to you. They work the same, but personally, I prefer reaching and pulling. I adds a little bit more variety, and I start feeling it in my back as well as I pull down. We got 15 more seconds here. Really feeling the side of our core, our obliques, while we're working here. We got about 5 more seconds, so keep at it. We're almost done with this warm-up. And in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Now follow me to the end of your mat, and we're gonna be hinging at our hips and going into our inchworm, all the way down to our plank and walking it straight back up, coming up. Going down into our plank, making sure we're in good plank form, and coming right back up. This is our last warm-up move, so really give it all you have here, warming up our upper body a little bit more and adding the core into it. Getting ready for some crunches, some planks, and some reverse crunches. Getting a little preview of our workout here, but we got 15 more seconds here until we get a water break and I can explain our first set. So let's keep going. Feeling that stretch in our hamstrings as we bend down, and feeling that stretch in our backs and our shoulders in the plank. And in 3, 2, and 1, come right back up. Grab a drink of water if you need it. I'm gonna start explaining our very first set. In our first set, we're gonna be lying down here on our mats. The first move is what I like to call a V-sit to a crunch. So we're gonna be sitting down here in our V-sit. Then we're gonna come in and touch our toes. That's our crunch. And we're gonna bring it right back out. V-sit to crunch. V-sit to crunch. That's it for our first move. And then our second move, we're gonna be more in a laid down position. It's what I call a one-legged crunch. So we're gonna bend one leg, have the other leg out, and then we're just gonna crunch up with that leg bent. Switch sides, crunch up, and then just like this, switching sides with the one leg forward and the one leg out. Those are the 2 moves in our first set. We're doing them for 35 seconds of work with a 15-second rest in between, and we're repeating them 3 times. So let's get started and get that first set done. Let me start our timer and we can get straight into it. First, with our V-sit to crunch, we're starting in 5 seconds, so let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Our V-sit, coming up to crunch, touching those toes. Coming right back out, coming in, touching those toes. Continuing with this pattern, making sure we're breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Never holding our breaths in any core exercise, really making sure we're using our breathing to help us with these moves. We're coming out and in. We got 5 more seconds, so keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1, sit it up, stretch out that back. No, it can be uncomfortable to be in that V-sit position for long, so really stretch it out. And let's get ready for our one-legged crunch. In 3, 2, 1. One leg up, crunching up, switching sides with each crunch, making sure even though our hands are here near our head, we're not just moving our head and putting that strain in our head. We're really using our core and crunching up with each rep. Feeling it right here in our core, engaging it, and using our hands near our head as just for comfort, not for extra strain on our necks. We have about 5 more seconds, so keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1, drop it down, relax. That one really burned, I felt it, I hope you did too. But we're getting started for our second round. That was it, that was the first round. We got 2 more to go. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. V-sit to crunch, V-sit to crunch. Just following this pattern each rep. Making sure they're nice and slow, and we're using our muscles and our core instead of using gravity and momentum to bring us in and out. We got 10 more seconds here. I'm feeling it. I hope you're feeling it, but we're gonna be doing it together. So let's go. In 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down. Really stretching out that back. I know I feel it. I hope you're feeling it too. We got a little bit of a break here, and we're getting ready for our one-legged crunch. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Laying it down, bringing one of those legs up into our chest and crunching towards it. Then switching sides. Really feeling it in that core. I know I'm feeling it. I'm struggling, but we're gonna work through this together. We got about 15 more seconds left, so keep at it. I want you to make sure that that lower back is always connected to the floor. I don't want no arched back. I don't want you to be able to fit your hand right under you. Make sure that back is always connected to the floor. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax, dropping it down. Catching your breath here for just a second. We got one more round left of this set, giving it all we have right here. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. V-sit to crunch. It's the last time we're doing this, so keep working. I know it's hard, I know, but we're gonna work and get that strong core together. We got about 20 more seconds. It's the last time we're doing this, so keep putting all your effort in here. 10 more seconds, keep going, keep going. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down. Congrats. We're never doing that move again. So kick it out of your mind. Let's do these one-legged crunches for the very last time, and then we can kick those out of our mind as well. In 3, 2, and 1. Knee up in our chest. We're crunching up. We're switching sides. We're crunching up. We're switching sides. I find it helpful to not put strain on our neck by trying to keep our elbows as wide apart as we can. Instead of bringing them here super close to our head, keep them far out, and that way we make sure we're not putting that strain on our neck. We got 10 more seconds. Keep at it. Keep focusing. It's the last time. Keep going. And in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down. Catching your breath. That's it for this first round. Go ahead, grab some water. I'm gonna grab mine, and then we can go on into our second set. Okay, everyone, our second set, we're gonna be on our planks. So the first move is a plank, but with some modifications. We're gonna be up in our plank, and we're gonna lift our knee up into our elbow as close as we can to it. Up and back, up and back, just like that. That's simple. And then next, we're gonna be lying down on our sides on the mat, and we're gonna lift our legs up, and we're gonna crunch it in, just like that. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can lift it up into that side plank, just like that. And then we're gonna do it on the other side to work that other side of our obliques. It's gonna be the same thing as our first round, 3 sets, and we're gonna be doing it for 35 seconds of work with a 15-second rest in between. So let's get started. This one's a little longer just because we have a third move, but we can work through it together. Let's go. Starting with that plank. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lifting it up and lifting our knees from side to side. Remember, our planks should be nice and level. No glutes all the way down here or up in the sky. Everything's nice and straight. We can be here on our hands or on our elbows while we go from side to side here. It's up to you, whatever you prefer, whatever feels most comfortable. We have 10 more seconds, so keep working. And in 3, and 2, and 1, dropping it down, relaxing. That was our first move. Now let's get ready for our straight leg side crunch. Here, up on the side plank or laying down, it's up to you. But let's get started in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna start standing up, and I'm gonna crunch it in just like that. Going on the side here. Make, again, elbow to knee. Really crunching it on the side. Feeling it go through our obliques. And then on the other side as we lift our bodies up, if you're in this upward position. We got 10 more seconds, so keep at it. If you want to make it even harder, you can go on that foot and keep going. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down. Turning it around, going to do the other side now. We're getting ready for the second side. Whatever you did on the first side, I want you to do on the second side so everything's nice and even. But we're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I stayed on my knee for the majority of the time, so that's what I'm gonna do on this side. Making sure I stay nice and even. Really engaging my core, this oblique as I kick out and crunch in, and the opposite oblique keeping me up and lifted. Really working both of my sides, and we're pushing it through. We got 5 more seconds. Keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it down. Relax. That was amazing, everyone. We got 2 more sets to go. Keep pushing it. Let's go. Gonna go back on my first side here. Getting ready for our planks. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lifting it up. I like to stay on my hands, so I'm gonna stay up here. And I'm gonna go from side to side here. If this is a little difficult, you can always have your knees down and do the same thing with a plank with our knees down. This modification still works those sides and that core, I promise. I'm gonna go back on my toes for these last 10 seconds. Let's go. Keep pushing, keep going. And in 3, and 2, and 1. Dropping it down, relaxing. Shaking out those shoulders, giving it a quick stretch if they need it. I know we're on them for a lot in this set, so really stretching them out during our rest. We got 3 more seconds. Let's go. And in 2, and 1. Our side planks and crunches. Really working the side here as we crunch in and out, in and out. Making sure we're breathing. Breathe in and out just as well as we're kicking. It's gonna help you keep track of your reps and really contract the core. So I want you to breathe out as you come in. I know it's a little bit of a brain twister there, but think about it. And in 3, 2, and 1, drop it down. The reason I want you to breathe out as you're crunching in is because it's gonna add a little extra contraction in your core. It's gonna make you work that much harder. So let's try to put that into practice in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Here on the side, so we're breathing in as we're out here and then out as we come in. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. This way we get an extra contraction as we contract our core in this crunch position. We got 10 more seconds, so keep at it. We're almost done with this second round. Keep pushing yourself. And in 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everyone. We got 1 more set, so keep pushing through. We can do this. It's the last set. Give it all we have right here. Getting ready for our planks for the very last time. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up in our plank, making sure everything's nice and aligned, and trying to bring that knee all the way up to our elbows here. We got about 20 more seconds, so we're keep pushing. It's the last 20 seconds, so give it all you have right here. Keep pushing. We're never gonna have to do these again after these last 10 seconds, so keep at it. Give it all you have. And in 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Stretch out those shoulders. I'm starting to feel it. Are you? Stretch them out if you do. We're getting ready for our side planks. In 3, 2, and 1. Coming here, crunching in and out. Remembering this is the last time we're doing it on this side at least. So I'm giving it all I have right here. Pushing myself to go a little bit more on this set. Since I want to push myself, I'm gonna go on my toes for this very last set. For these last 10 seconds here. Really pushing myself to work harder, to pass my goals, and get the results I want. And in 3, 2, 1, drop it down. I went on my toes that last round. It was difficult, but I really pushed myself through. So I'm gonna try to do the same thing on the other side to make sure I'm nice and even. So let's get ready in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up. I'm gonna start off on my side because that's what I started off on the last side. And then up out the 15-second mark, I'm gonna go on my toes. That's my goal, that's what I'm setting, and I'm gonna try to push myself to do it. And it's 15 seconds now, so I'm gonna go up on my toes and let's go for these last 15 seconds. We got 10 more now, keep going. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down. Whew. Congrats guys, I pushed myself in that last round. I hope you guys did too. Go ahead, grab some water. I'm gonna grab mine and I'll go through the very last set with you guys in just a second. Okay everyone, for our next set, we're gonna be laying down right on our mats here, and we're gonna do some leg lifts. So, laying down right here, having our hands near our glutes if we need the little extra support, making sure our lower back is always on the floor, and we're gonna lift our legs up in the sky and lower them as slowly as we can, and then bringing them back up, just like this. Making sure we're breathing the entire time. Then our next move is gonna be real easy because we don't even have to get off of this position. But instead of lowering our legs, I want you to lift them straight up into the sky. So we're up here, and I want you to lift them right up into the sky. Just like that. Doing reverse crunches. Instead of trying to get your legs behind your head like this, I don't want that. I want you to try to lift them straight up. It could be difficult for if you haven't done this move before, so I just want you to try it, and if it's uncomfortable, that's totally fine. Instead, I want you just to do sit-ups if the reverse crunches is uncomfortable for your back or you're not comfortable doing it at all. So this set is the very same. We're doing it 3 times around and doing 35 seconds of work with a 15-second rest in between. So let's get started, and then we can go into our cool down once this is finished. It's our last set, so give it all you have right here. Starting with those leg lifts in 3, 2, 1. Lifting our legs up into the sky and dropping them down as slowly as we can, and then coming right back up. If you feel as you go low, your lower back is arching up, I don't want that to happen. So what I'd rather you do is, as your legs are lowering and you feel that lower back start to arch, you just come right back up. I'd rather you not go as low and have good form. We have 10 more seconds here, so keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax. Lifting it up if you want to give that back a little stretch, but we're getting ready for our reverse crunches, or if you don't want to do those, our sit-ups. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you're doing the reverse crunches, lifting it straight up into the sky as much as you can, really feeling your glutes come off the ground as you use your upper core to lift them up. And if not, of course, you're here and you're sitting it up as slowly as you possibly can, fighting against gravity and really using your core to lift your body up and slowly putting it down. We got 3 more seconds, and in 3, 2, 1, drop it down. Congrats, that was our first set. We got 1 more, maybe 2 if we have enough time for it, but let's get ready. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Our leg raises. Lowering our legs as slowly as we can, and then bringing them back up, making sure that our lower back does not come off the ground as we lower our legs down, and then bring them back up. If this is too difficult, we can do one leg at a time. That's totally fine. It's up to you, whatever's more comfortable. But we got 10 more seconds, so keep pushing yourself. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down. Congrats, everyone. We did that for our second time. Next, we're doing our reverse crunches. Catch your breath and get ready for it. Of course, I'll repeat it again. If the reverse crunches is uncomfortable, go ahead and do sit-ups. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna show the reverse crunches here. Trying to lift up off the floor as slowly as controlled as we can. Trying to get our feet up in the air instead of going behind us like this. That's not what we want. We want our legs to go straight up and come down slowly. If you're feeling yourself drop onto the floor and it's hurting your back, it's okay. Don't do them. I prefer you do the sit-ups. And relax. That was the 35 seconds. I totally missed it there. But we got one more set around. We have enough time for this last set. Let's give it all we have. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Leg lifts for the last time. Give it all we have. Slowly. And then coming right back up just as slow. Making sure we feel it in that lower core as we lift it down and bring it back up. It's the last time we're doing this. We're fighting against gravity here. We're making sure we're engaging our core and feeling it all in there. We got less than 10 seconds to go. Keep going. And in 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Relax. That was our last time doing those. We got one more exercise left, our reverse crunches or sit-ups, and we're gonna give it all we have right here. Getting started in 3, 2, 1. It's the last one. Let's go. Controlling our movements, coming up and down as slow as we can. Either in our reverse crunches or in our sit-ups, they both apply. Going as slowly as we possibly can with both. I'm showing you both here because both work just as well. So I want you to really try your best on whatever you're comfortable doing and really work for it. In 3, 2, and 1. Relax. That was it, guys. Go grab a drink of water. I'm gonna grab mine, and then we can go cool down. Okay, everyone, for our cool down, I want us just to hinge at our hips here and go into our downward dog. I want you to make sure in this downward dog, we're pushing our palms into the floor, really feeling our back and our shoulders stretch out here. Breathing it in and out. Really relaxing and getting our heart rate down here, breathing it in and out. Next, I want you to bring it down into our Cobra here. Really stretching out our midsection, making sure our ears are away, our shoulders are away from our ears here as we stretch our core. Really pushing down against the ground here and feeling that stretch in our midsection. Breathing it in and out. One more time, breathing it in and out. Next, curling your feet down under you and moving it into a child's pose. Stretching that back once more and that core. Feeling it in our back and our shoulders, pressing our palms still into the floor. If we want to widen our stretch, widen our stance, and dropping it back down. Breathing it in one more time and out and coming up. Congratulations, everyone. That's it for this workout. If you have any feedback for me, something you don't like, something you do like, and you want to tell me, leave it in the survey below. I'm happy to oblige. I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.